Hi, Deep Real Talk family. Here's another segment where we'll be talking about relationships. And today I'm talking about friendship in relationships. This is a very important topic because, there's no way of having a good, successful relationship without having friendship as the building block. The reason why we need friendship in a relationship, first and foremost, is that in every relationship, for it to function, there has to be the basis of friendship, especially significant relationships. So, for example, when you're done, it's no more a romantic relationship, or the love has not love, but the excitement hasn't, been there. Or, you're now married for 30 years and the kids are out the house and you're old and you can't travel anymore. The thing that you fall back on that continues in the relationship is friendship. We can all relate to what friendship is. So that is why you need to have friendship in your relationship. And the other reason why you need friendship is that with friendship, you have to be accepted for who you are. You don't have to pretend to be something that you are not. And so this is why many relationships may fail, because there's no friendship, there's no space to be who you are. You are always pretentious. I think about, for example, a woman who wakes up at 6 o'clock in the morning to make up her face so that when her husband wakes up, he sees this perfect human being with eyes on fleek, eyelashes on fleek, the eyebrows are done, the hair is pinned straight, or it's in an afro, in a nice doek, as if that's how you were born. But that is not it. You have to be accepted for who you are in a friendship. And in friendship, we are all equals. I can't think of any friendship that succeeds when the one person is greater than the other. I can't think of it. When I think about all my friendships, we are all equal. I can speak and voice my opinion and it is heard, and he and she can speak, hear my opinion, and I hear her opinion, and we are both heard. Both opinions are taken significantly on the same weight. So this is the thing. This is why, good, beautiful relationships, good, beautiful, functional, filled with all this amazing excitement relationships. That is why they succeed, because they're based on friendship. So I'm going to read Ecclesiastes chapter 4. Yeah, chapter 4. I'm going to read it from verse 9. Okay, it says, 2 are better than 1 because they have a good return for their work. If one falls down, his friend can help him up. But pity the man who falls and has no one to help him up. Also, if 2 lie down together, they will keep warm. But how can one keep warm alone? Though one may be overpowered, 2 can defend themselves. A cord of 3 strands is not quickly broken. And this is the thing. This is why we need friendships. Because when you are a friend also, when I think about how most marriages are, where the whole thing of the man is the head, the female is under him and supposed to, what they call it, submit. And this is why a lot of women hate, or they detest that that type of model of relationship, is because it becomes unbalanced. It is unbalanced because there is no friendship. There is no friendship. It's an authoritative relationship. And when a relationship becomes like that, all of a sudden, this man, it becomes an authoritative figure over you, and you can no longer relate like when you were dating. When you were dating before, it was fun and you had so much excitement in your dating. But when you get married, all of a sudden, it changes. All of a sudden, you are in roles where society and norms put you in. You as the woman must cook, clean, take care of the children, boom, boom, boom. And the man must go out, get work, and he's there, and he must do the garden. And society dictates what happens in a relationship, or how it functions. But I want to say today, and I believe this is the truth, You should continue the friendship you had when you were dating. It should just seamlessly flow into that relationship. And secondly, when you flow into that relationship with friendship as the basis, your roles are determined by the two of you and not by other people. Literally, the two of you decide that, look, the man can say, I want to cook, and you as the girl may say, okay, fine, I'll wash dishes. And so your roles may be very different to what the norm is. But that's because of friendship. And then the relationship becomes so much more exciting. It becomes so much more alive, And I know what I'm talking about, because when I was married, certain things were not aligned. And a lot of it is because friendship starts to go down. And also the other thing about friendship in a relationship that's important is that when you are facing challenges, you can lean on each other. You can trust and depend on each other. That is why friendship is also important in a relationship. I just want to get my paper. I dropped it on the floor. Okay, so I've made like an acronym out of friendship. So we're gonna go through each letter. So the F stands for friendly and fellowship, where you are together in a relationship and you are friendly towards each other. You smile, you love each other, you're considerate towards each other. Friendship, that's what the F stands for. And fellowship is that, when you have that best friend you talk to all the time, that a single day won't go by without you guys talking. And even when you talk, you're talking for hours. Like, you're just like, oh, thank God for WhatsApp, because then I don't have to pay cell phone charges. Yes, you're paying data, but it's way cheaper. But that friendship, that's what it's about. Fellowship. You have equal say. You're both given a chance to speak your mind, to speak about what happened, and the other person listens attentively so and intentionally so. And so it grows. So that is what friendship, that's what the F in friendship stands for. R is be your real self, okay? I stress the R, okay? Be your real self. Like, you can fart in front of each other. You can burp in front of each other, You can go into the toilet and make a number 2. And even if it's stinky, it's okay. That's what the R stands for. Be yourself. You can wake up and not have makeup on, and it's okay. So, with that, be your real self. You don't pretend to be somebody else so that you can keep up with this relationship. Even with for example, money. You may find that you're dating someone who may have more or less money than you. If you're the one with the less money in the relationship, be your real self. Be like, oh, dude, I know I can't do this because I can't pay for myself 1, 2, 3. Because of this. You don't pretend, and you pretend, you've got cars and you've got money and stuff. And no, you just be you. Be you in the relationship, And I is, you are independent in a relationship. You are independent. You can be yourself and do what it is you want in being independent. So you can say, in this relation, this weekend, let's say you're married. This weekend, I would like to go away with my friends. We're going to Drakensberg for a girls' holiday. And he's like, yeah, sure, have your independence. You don't lose yourself in this relationship. Instead, each of you are celebrating who you are in each other. Also, independence, I would say, it also means your dreams, your aspirations, what you want to do continues to thrive because you are friends. As I said, when you are friends, you are independent. You don't just become one and all of a sudden you disappear. And now there's no more taboo in this relationship because now I have to conform. No. I can still be independent and pursue the dreams that I have and be supported in it. And E is to elevate each other. So that it speaks to elevating each other. It means that you look to improve the other person. You look to raise up the other person, to see how do I make their lives better. And you do it not thinking, Uguti, is the other person doing it for me? No, it starts with you. You do it. And you're like, okay, I'm going to make this person better. or you're supporting each other's dreams. This time I'm going to pursue my dream for the next 2 years. After that, it's my turn for the next 2 years. And you're elevating each other. That's what friends do. Your friend wishes the best for you all the time, wants the best for you. I can only think of my friend. If my friend had to come and say, I bought a new car. Oh, I'm so excited. There's no spirit of competition in friendship. That any friendship with competition is not a real friendship. That's the honest truth. That's a relationship that's just waiting to demise and die. And then the N is the need for communication. As I spoke about it in fellowship, I suppose, I'll say need for communication, but also you think of each other's needs. What is her need? You see the person, you understand this person, you have studied this human being that you are dating or you are married to. And so because you understand that person, you're understanding their needs as well. You can preempt, you can almost like predict, that's a better word, I suppose, to say, what can this person's need be? And you want to meet it. That's what a friendship is about. D is depend on them. They are dependable. If I had to have a problem, I think, the Bible says closer is a friend better is a friend who's near than a brother who's far. It says that in Proverbs, which means better is my friend who is close that I can call and say, yo, dude, I have 1, 2, 3 problems. Please help me. And they say, no, it's fine. You know what? I'm going to see what to do. I'm going to help you and we're going to sort this out. That's what a friend does. They don't say, oh, okay, I'm sorry, I can't help you. You're going to feel disappointed like, how friend, I thought you were there for me. No, in friendship, we depend, and you are dependable. You are reliable. I can stand and say, no, I can depend on this person. You're trustworthy, you're faithful. That is a true friendship. And when you have that in your love relationship, that you can depend on this person, and it grows over time because it grows with trust. The more I trust you, the more I know I can depend on you, And S is a safe place. It's a safe place for you to come and be vulnerable, to be, to say, what, I have been bashed up by the world and I just need to come home and find someone who will create a safe place, a safe space for me to be vulnerable about my weaknesses, about my sorrows, about my disappointments. That is the honest truth. When you have a friend, you've got that friend, I can call on her and cry and say, it hurts, So even your husband or your wife, your boyfriend or girlfriend, when you're really, really serious and this person is for you, you must really see, can this person create a safe space for me? And as ladies, it's easy for us because the guy is big, the guy is strong, and women are expected to show emotions. But men, it's not that the same. When a man shows emotions, it is seen in society as being weakness. And that is not true. It's not weakness to show who you are. It's just that they need a safe space, because men won't easily open up and say, this is how I feel. But if you are a safe space for him, he will definitely open up to you. But that is on the basis of friendship, the basic block. If it's there, then it's easy for him to do it. Think about it. Guys go to soccer matches, they sit there for hours listening, talking to each other, and they open up to one another. And it's because they know it's a safe space. My guy friend is not going to go and blab, well, he might, but hey, it is what it is. So I'm going to bring it back to the love relationship to say, when he is vulnerable and he is weak, it is not for you to say, but why did he do that? I mean, that was so stupid. No, you don't say that. You may think it, but don't say it. You say, you know what, you made a mistake and it's okay. It will fix itself. And what are you going to do to fix it anyways? Create a safe space in your friendship. Okay. And H is a home, in your friendship is a home. It's a place where a person can come to laugh, to thrive, it's a predictable space. When I come home to my parents' house, I know they're going to want to feed me. They want to hear how I am. They want to know everything. What did I do during the week? It's a home. It's predictable. I know my mother's not going to say, oh, you haven't been home for 2 weeks. Why are you here now? No, it's predictable. There's no judgment in a home. A true home, it embraces you. And it's, as I said, there's consistency in it. So Luwena, as a woman, as a man, you have to be a consistent place, a home for a person. A house is not a home, people make a place a home. Relationships make a place, a space, a home. So you need to be that home for that person, because for the rest of their lives, they're going to depend on you. They're going to love you and want you. So you need to say, God, is it possible for me to be a home for a person? If not, what are the characteristics within me that make it so difficult for me to be a home for somebody? Am I bitter? Am I short-tempered? Am I irritable? Am I judgmental? Am I competitive? What are those traits? And work on them. Especially when you're single, work on those traits, because you'll never be a home to anybody if you're like that. It's like a house. When a house is beautiful and neat, a person wants to come there. When it's warm and it's got food, a person wants to come there. But when it's ugly and shriveled up and broken down, no one wants that building. They want to demolish it, So be that home for somebody. And then I didn't know how to make this I into what I want to say. So I'll say that in open-mindedness, there's an I in the mindedness. So in a friendship, you are open-minded. Your brain, your thoughts are open-minded. You want to understand this other person. You're not wanting to change them. You're not trying to make them to be like you. You're open-minded. You're open-minded about their culture. You're open-minded about what they eat, what's their favorite food, how they dress. You're open-minded, because if you become shut and closed-minded, you become a control freak, literally. Because now you want to make this person into what you want them to be. You don't want to accept them and love them for who they are. So you need to be open-minded in a friendship. Friendship is an open-minded space, because the other person comes with thoughts and ideas that you've never thought about. So that's the thing. And then the P is protection. You protect each other. When we're reading here, it says in verse 13, though one may be overpowered, two can defend themselves. A cord of 3 strands is not quickly broken. So you defend each other, you protect each other from family, from friends, from yourself, from you. You can be a hindrance to your partner. You protect yourself, and that's the thing. So you're always standing up for them. If someone says something bad, you're like, oh no, don't you dare say that about my friend, or you don't say that about my boyfriend or my spouse. You protect each other. That's what friendship is. I've heard of many friendships that have broken down because, friend did not protect the friend, No, they didn't. They disappeared, or they agreed, or they kept quiet. And they're like, friend, how could you not tell them that that's not who I am? You just stood by and let them talk about me like that. Like, really? That is what friendship is. Friendship is a place where you protect each other, where you say, no, my friend is not like that. That's not how he is. So even your spouse, you protect them, Yeah, so that is what friendship is all about. And so the other thing I would want to say is that it's a place where you pick each other up, As I said before, when the one person does the wrong thing, you don't stomp on them and, demolish them. You protect them and you defend them from themselves, even from the spirit of guilt and condemnation. And you say, no, I'm going to pick you up. I'm going to encourage you. I'm going to build you. I'm going to edify you. That's what I'm going to do in this space where you feel that you have disappointed yourself. I'm going to do that. That's what a true friendship is all about. Okay. And let me see what else. Yeah. You keep each other warm, not... So in friendship, you keep each other warm. That when you say you keep each other warm, according to Ecclesiastes, it's talking about 2 people lying in a bed. But when I think about it, is that you encourage each other in your walk. You keep the fire burning. When your friend starts looking like they're losing hope, you encourage them. You know, when you see your friend thinking that, this thing is not working, you encourage them. That's what friendship is all about. So when you do these things that I have listed, fellowship, real self, independence, elevating, communicating, attending to each other's needs, depending on them, safe place, a home, and protecting each other, you actually see that, this friendship the relationship will last. The relationship will thrive. Believe you me, it will. Because then you are like that for each other in every way, And so even in your marriage, when you feel like, ish, why am I here? That spark, that chemistry is no longer there. Then you can sit and think and say, no, but this person, nobody can love me like this man or this woman. They are a friend to me. I have friendship with them, and I want to continue this friendship. So that's what it is. And I think that once we also practice this, there won't be that hierarchy. Yes, fine, he is the man of the house. Yes, man, yes, he's thinking about the house all the time. He's thinking about the home. He's making decisions. But because he has a friend, he will call on his friend, who is his wife, to say, what do you think we should do? What are the, the ideas you have, And so that's how it is. And as a woman, the friendship, what it means for you is that you'll always feel accepted, appreciated, and you will be your real self. You won't have to put on makeup the whole day, all the time. You won't have to wear fancy. You won't have to just to impress this person. You're not on an impressing highway within your relationship. In some relationships, the poor girl, she's wearing a skimpy little dress in the middle of winter to impress this man, because he wants a certain standard. But dude, you're my friend and I'm freezing. Like, why must I wear that? Why can't I wear a jacket and a nice top, pants and boots and be comfortable? It is freezing. That is what friendship is. Friendship attends to each other, thinks about each other in that way. And it builds a very, very strong foundation in marriage. And that marriage cannot disappear. That marriage will not crumble because there's friendship. So I'm going to end it there. And I'm going to say that, when you are dating someone, look for that friendship. Look, can I be a friend to this person, and can they be a friend to me? Can we actually be friends? If we cannot be friends, then it's better you break up and you walk away. That is the honest truth. If friendship is not there in your relationship, you're wasting your time. You're wasting his time, and let him go. Let her go. Because believe you me, you're going to remember my words, that friendship is the basic block of a relationship, marriage relationship. It is the foundational thing. That is the honest truth. Okay, so thank you guys for joining in to listen to me. Dorcas, thank you so much for your comments. I really appreciate it. If anybody else has got anything they would love to add, they'd like to mention, they'd like to ask questions, please do write it in the comment section down below. And let us build beautiful relationships based on friendship. Hi, Mpa. Hi. Thank you so much for tuning in. And to everybody else, thank you so much for tuning in. Mwah. God bless you all.